Hey guys, I'm 7up07.
And I'm his wife.
And we're back with another episode of Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective.
Volume 1.
Volume 1. This is Volume 2 of Volume 1.
Part 2, Volume 1.
Whatever. And it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty of this investigation right now. So I brought up this walkthrough, but it only tells you like specifically which things you should look at that might actually help you in the newspaper.
Oh.
Or like the people that you should talk to that will give you useful information, but it doesn't give you the answers to anything.
Okay, well, we'll use that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of nice.
So, what do we do?
Go back to the newspaper.
I can't believe we're already using a walkthrough.
Well, this is just ridiculous nonsense otherwise. Okay, so go to August 1888.
August 1888.
And then... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't even tell you which articles to look at.
Oh.
Okay.
We probably have to look for, like...
Wait, what's the name of the person that was murdered? He just said it.
Something with a J.
Okay. Oh, James Windibanks.
Oh.
There you go.
Windibanks.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should make a walkthrough for this game. Once we figure it out, look out for our walkthrough, guys.
What a mess. How do you even, like, justify making this, all this home rule to Ireland stuff?
I don't think...
That's true, though.
What?
You know, free the Irish from Britain.
Yeah.
Ah! Here we go.
At the London University College on Wednesday afternoon, before an appreciative audience, Dr. Ebenezer Turnbull. I would like to name our firstborn Ebenezer, please.
That's not happening.
Delivered a lecture which dealt with the history of excavations and the method by which they may most profitably be conducted. Okay. Dr. Turnbull and archaeologists James Windibank.
That's our boy.
And Andrew...
What's his name? What's his name?
How do I scroll?
Weatherby. It's Weatherby. Are you hitting the buttons?
Oh. Not the right
wait,
ones.
No.
Wait.
Go back. Oh, the other. Yeah, those ones. No, but the other one. Yeah, there you go.
Oh. And Andrew Weatherby are embarking this week upon a new Egyptian expedition excavating Khatibet's tomb at the head of the Valley of the Kings near Karnak and Luxor. So they're in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Saturday's lecture was illustrated by photographs thrown on a screen by the electric light, which showed vividly and distinctly not only the work done at its various stages, but the modus operandi, the conditions under which work of this character must be carried on. This is so long.
This is such an accurate article.
I know. And the instruments necessary for the purpose and enabled those present to realize that in classical study, as in the sciences, there is an ample field of experiment and discovery open to the individual. Dr. Turnbull prefaced his lecture by an explanation of the real objects of these excavations. We haven't even got to the mummy yet. In these days, whatever might have given the first stimulus, to such efforts, the primary motive is certainly not to find and keep treasure any more than it is the aim of the astronomer to possess a star.
What?
The modern archaeologist is as little to be confounded with the treasure seeker as the mineralogist is with the gold miner. His aim must be to restore to life the monuments of bygone times and bring vividly before us the various phases of ancient society, whether civilized or irregular.
Beautifully read.
Thank you.
However, that was very boring.
I figured I would read it just in case it's hard to read.
It is hard to read.
So that people can, like, stay along with us.
You have to fully immerse yourself in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's some exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So long story short, we just know the colleague of his, Andrew Witherby or whatever.
And they had an electric light show.
Yeah. And that they apparently did not want to steal treasure. So...
And...
Yeah.
They are like astronomers, but with the ground.
But with dead people.
Yeah. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. But there's more papers to read.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
March 1889. Oh, God. It's probably on the next page. That was a pretty distinguishable article, right?
Yeah, I think it was like a bigger one.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's so hard to hit. Okay, here we go. Yes, Dead in Mummy's Tomb. Karnak, March 4th. Professor Ebenezer Turnbull, organizer of the Ketibet Tomb expedition, was found in the tomb early this morning.
Found dead in the tomb.
Oh, whatever. Found in the tomb, dead in the... It's a tomb. He's dead, obviously. The inner chamber was reached early in the year after much difficult labor. That's just poorly written. And the archaeologists were quite ecstatic over the excellent condition of the sarcophagus, chamber artifacts, and the Ketibet mummy itself. The party was in the final weeks of its work in the area when disaster struck. Mr. Turnbull had worked late into the night, remaining in the chamber alone after other members of the party had retired for the night. His body was discovered by Mr. Andrew Witherby, another of the project archaeologists. Mr. Turnbull had been strangled to death, clearly by the mummy. Mm-hmm. Ancient linen bandages were found around his neck. Upon hearing of the professor's death, several of the natives working on the excavation called upon Isis and Osiris?
Yes.
Like...
Those are two of the gods, you know, right?
Okay. I didn't know Isis was one.
Yeah.
So it's not the terrorist organization?
No.
Okay.
Well, also the terrorist organization.
I feel like they could do good work. For protection and for forgiveness for disturbing the sacred tomb, inscriptions found on the canopic jars and doors indicate that this death may be the mysterious work of the ancient god Tuamatef and his goddess Neith.
So they called upon a terrorist organization and my dog.
What? Oh, right. Osiris, yeah. Okay. So I'm just assuming there's only one article per time.
Oh, probably. Well, why it doesn't make sense for them. This is clearly a very realistic newspaper.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you're right.
I wonder if there's, like, a jobs wanted section and, like, an obituary section.
Comics.
Apartments for rent.
It would be flats for rent, thank you very much. Looking for a flatmate?
Maybe they have a daily comic titled The Irregulars.
The Irregulars. Oh, look at how dirty they are. These people of poor birth.
Oh my god.
How unfortunate. Yes?
April 1889.
There's two.
Yes, and thank you.
No, there's not. April 1880.
12 April. It could be any of these.
China and the Vatican.
It's not that one.
I already looked at that one.
We did look through this one already.
Excuse me.
You think it's going to be on the second page?
Maybe there's a third page. Yeah, there's a third page, too. Ha!
Aha!
It's always the same.
It's always in the same spot, right?
Oh, right. The Mummy Strikes Again.
The Return of the Mummy. The Mummy 2 starring Brendan Fraser.
The Mummy 2 starring James Windebank and Sherlock Holmes.
This is getting really exciting now. I hope Brendan Fraser makes an appearance in this game.
Sherlock Holmes as Brendan Fraser.
That's who they should have gotten to be in this game.
Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
The body of James Windebank was discovered late yesterday in the room he was preparing for the British Museum's exhibition. Wait, he's already dead.
No, that wasn't James Windibank. That was... What's his face? Ebenezer Turnbull.
Oh, sorry.
And Andrew Weatherby is the one that found Ebenezer Turnbull, and then Windibank was also...
Okay.
But this is the one that we're actually investigating.
I see. Okay. Was discovered yesterday in the room he was preparing for the British Museum's exhibit of newly discovered artifacts from the tomb of Katabet's... I really hope we're pronouncing that right. Mummy. The archaeologist was found strangled around his neck. Around his neck were linen bandages of the type used by the ancient Egyptians in wrapping mummies. Windibank is the third murder to be associated with the mummy Katabet in the past 6 weeks. The archaeologist had accompanied the London University-sponsored expedition to Egypt. The project has been cursed with ill luck since the first discovery of the tomb several months ago. And its organizer, yada yada yada, we know about all this.
So he was murdered in the tomb in March.
Yeah.
By the bandages.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. If you missed the other article that we just made you search for.
And this guy was also murdered.
But not in the tomb, in a museum.
But also by bandages. So the mummy clearly has teleportation powers.
And a lot of extra bandages.
Well, he can, like, grow bandages out of his...
It's his superpower.
Yeah, you know, it's just like he's just like a wad of bandages walking around.
It's like Spider-Man, but with bandages.
Yeah, he just shoots out bandages, and then he can just strangle archaeologists.
Okay. The Jardine ship. Changes. Okay. Eastern Empress was the scene of the mysterious death. The shipboard investigation was handled by Captain Herman Ramsey and his first officer, Luther Tenney. Scotland Yard has declined to name any suspects at the time.
Hint, it's because they don't know what the fuck is going on.
Hint, it's because they think it's the mummy. Okay.
They would never believe such ludicrous things. Have you met Inspector Lestrade?
What is this nonsense, Sherlock?
Okay.
Oh wait, that's my Sherlock voice.
So, let's go to our notepad
Okay.
and see if we recognize any of these names now. Ellis was one.
Was it?
Yeah, he was mentioned in there somewhere.
So we should talk to him.
Yeah.
Alright. Prepare for your live action...
God, I'm so ready.
Your live action cutscene. State of the art.
You know, I gotta say, they have a lot of videos in this.
It's quite amusing, all this hoopla over Mummy's
Hoopla!
death, I must say. Not so amusing, of course, the murder of 3 Englishmen.
Have any of your reporters uncovered anything new?
Actually, I've been in Paris the past several weeks. Just returned to London on Tuesday. I've had no involvement with the writing of any of these articles. I believe they are all the work of Philip Travis. He's one of our young reporters. For a short time, he was the Egyptian correspondent.
Was he sacked?
No. He returned to London just a few days ago. I gather he was reassigned to cover the case from here because he had some familiarity with the murder in Egypt.
Do you know Travis?
No, never actually met the chap, although I hear he's a bit of an odd duck.
Thanks for your help,
You're a
Henry.
bit of an odd
Anytime.
duck yourself.
Let me know when you catch the mummy. That's one scoop I'd like to get.
He's a hooligan.
Hoopla!
Hoopla. Okay.
That's a bit of hoopla.
I was
3 British men.
It's terrible that they were all British. If only they had been Irish instead.
If only all the native Egyptians had been gruesomely murdered.
It would be much better someone else. Perhaps of a different complexion. Okay.
Our skin is far too light to deserve such treatment.
Okay.
Alright, go to the directory now, maybe. I'm just so confused by, like, why these names are in the notebook, and then, but, like, there's the directory.
because the directory has 500 names
Alright,
in
we'll
it.
look up this, Tyler? Was that his name?
Travis?
Travis, that's it. This T fellow.
Travis Phillip?
Travis Phillip. Philip Travis. Let's go visit this chap. He's an odd one, though.
An odd one.
So you've been reading my articles in the Times. I'm honored.
Do you have
What
jungle
do you
music?
think,
Quite interesting. You've clearly been following the murders quite closely. Who do you suspect?
I believe it is the work of the ancient Egyptian god Pumatef
Oh,
and
great.
his goddess Neith.
Be serious.
I couldn't be more serious. You see, Mr. Holmes, although I am a journalist, I was actually trained as an Egyptologist. I know all about these mysteries. That's why my articles carry the force of truth.
And what is the truth, Mr. Travis?
The truth is that the Egyptians discovered the secret of life. What we call science is mere child's play
Oh.
compared to the knowledge they had. Look at this. Do you know what this
Is
is?
that a mummy?
It appears to be a mummified animal of some sort, a monkey perhaps.
Precisely.
I found it outside my
Right,
door this
conversation.
morning and mummified
I've been
it.
using it in some very important experiments, which, if successful, will unlock the secret
Imagine
of bringing back the
monkeys
souls of
in
the dead.
England.
I've been working on it, Mr. Holmes, using these tattle leaves. Watch.
I'm getting bored.
Uma
You are?
Licantina.
Oh my god.
Burura.
It appears that the soul of this particular monkey has no intention of making a reappearance.
That was actually
It's only a matter of
fantastic.
time. I know it is. After all, these secrets have been buried for thousands of years. These things don't happen overnight. But it will happen someday. This is my mission.
I believe I'll leave you to your work, Mr. Travis.
And don't go yet. But let me show you more.
Thank you.
You didn't
Some of
show
the
me
time,
anything
perhaps.
to start with.
Let me show you more of nothing.
You see, Mr. Holmes, I may be a journalist, but what you don't know is I am batshit insane.
But what you don't know is I'm also a journalist.
But I like Egypt as well. Okay, well that got us almost nowhere.
Seriously.
Alright, see if,
There's all these W names. Are any of those guys still alive?
like Windibanks?
Yeah.
Well, look and see if he's in there, but he's dead. He's there.
Weatherby.
Weatherby? That was a guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We
He
wanna
was
see
the one
him.
who found Windibank.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, no, not Windibank. Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
Turnbull.
But how is James Windibanks on there if he's dead?
Good question.
We should go
I'm
visit
very
him.
sorry to intrude on you in your moment of grief.
Oh, that's quite
Oh.
all right. You know,
No, he's
Andrew and I
dead too.
haven't been married very long.
Long enough to know if he had any enemies?
Oh, Andrew was so unassuming. Everyone liked him.
Including Mr. Uruburu?
Who?
I really loved my husband.
I'm sure you did. Oh,
Now love
English
me.
toffee. My favorite.
Would you like one?
Please.
Sorry. You'll have to open this yourself. I've never been any good with these things.
I'm just a poor defenseless lady.
I'm just a woman. He asks her a serious question and she goes, "You know I loved him, right?" I'm not going to answer your question, though.
How dare you
Since when
question my integrity?
Okay, did we read an article saying he was dead?
I think so.
No, he was the one who died at the other place.
Yeah, no, well, Windibanks, all I know for sure is that Windibanks died in London at the exhibition. And Ebenezer died in the tomb. And Weatherby found him, but I think Weatherby died at another point in Egypt.
Oh.
I think we just missed that part.
Okay,
Alright,
so
let's talk to
go.
Windibanks. Or Windibank, if you will. That's not his name, by the way. I guess we'll be talking to his lady as well.
What did you learn, Watson?
Not a thing, Holmes.
You learned nothing?
Don't get testy, Holmes. There wasn't anyone about.
My humble apologies, Watson.
Watson
Okay.
is his lady.
Oh my god, this whole time.
Whoa! Whoa! He's been dead for 40 years.
Whoa. Does that mean that Watson is just as useless in this game as he is in all the other ones?
I do say, Sherlock.
There was no one home.
I tried knocking on the door.
Alright.
Turnbull?
Yeah, why not?
Horsebutt?
Yeah. Put the pipe right up in there.
Dr. Turnbull. He was a strange one, he was. Hardly ever at home. Always traipsing about the Lord knows where.
May I take a look at his things?
Oh, suit yourself. All he had is a big pile of books about Egyptian mummies. And if you met, he was a son of an earl, he was. So you hardly tell from looking at him, poor fellow. Do you really think this mummy thing's what done him in? Creep yourself.
Man.
Mr. Turnbull.
The poor fellow turned on by his one true love, Egyptian mummies.
I know. Not that lady. Alright. Who now?
Let's go back up in there.
Up
Did we get
in
any
here?
other leads?
I don't know.
Because I have a list that we can...
Not from her. Let's go.
Abdullah!
Abdullah.
Abdullah.
Are they in here? They are. I wonder if they just
Oh,
expect
so-
you to be like, hey, that's not a white person name.
Hey, look, Irene Adler. Let's go visit her.
Hey, girl. We'll visit her after.
Yeah. Holmes can get his reward for a job well done.
Well, Holmes, I checked in with Mr. Alsad's
Oh.
manservant, and...
And you discovered that Mr. Alsod was not at home.
But however did you know that?
Elementary, my dear Watson. I noticed some crumpet crumbs from the corner bakery stuck to your lapel. You haven't been gone long enough to stop for tea and interview anyone at length.
Most observant.
Most of it.
Wow. So this is just going to be Holmes figuring out that Watson's fucking off somewhere the whole time. I also appreciate that they pronounced his name Al-Sad.
Al-Sad?
Al-Sad.
Hey, my name is Al-Sad.
Abdallah. Ooh.
Pity. It appears that no one is in.
However can you tell, Holmes?
There is a sign on the door that says, "We are gone for the day."
How terribly observant, Holmes.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Some of these are legitimately, like, hilarious.
Yeah, these are funny.
Okay. Oh, there's
Oh,
Akram.
let's talk to Uruburu.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
the one whose name they said, and
yeah,
we were
they-
like, what? Excuse me, what?
He got name dropped.
Where's you?
Well, not by the Jays.
I was just looking at the bottom. I thought they might alternate.
Uruburu.
Uruburu.
The University of London, I think we need to go there too.
Okay. Oh yeah, they name dropped that place as well.
If this is an inconvenient time, perhaps I could come back, Mr. Uruburu.
Wouldn't hear of it. Just a bit of a hangover. I've weathered plenty worse than this.
I'm investigating the death of Andrew Weatherby. You were on the ship with him out of Cairo. Did you happen to make his acquaintance?
Weatherby, a most tedious fellow.
So tedious, one might want to do him in.
Don't be preposterous. In my condition, I couldn't have done anything of the sort.
What condition was that?
And I thought you were a great detective. The first night out, a few of us threw a bit of a bash that went on until we docked in London.
Did Mrs. Weatherby attend this particular bash?
She was the guest of honor, you might say.
Oh my goodness, what happened?
She did it. She done it.
Did they have an orgy?
Oh dear.
She
They
done did it?
Okay, they threw a bash. By they meant him. That lasted the entire time. It was just him and her in his
Oh,
chamber.
I see.
That's it. Go to the gavel.
I see.
Go to the
Okay,
gavel.
so pause. And I think that we've gone long enough for this one.
All right.
So, yeah, we're gonna finish up the mystery of the mummy in the next video.
All right.
So we'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching.